Sup fuckers, Alex here, and I was hesitating on doing this video. I was very hesitant on doing this video, but I'm gonna have my closing thoughts on Horizon Zero Dawn. This game, by far one of my favorite games in a long time. Story-based games, not Overwatch. Overwatch is multiplayer. That's my favorite game so far because I lose my shit. Let's just say that. I get lost in that game. I could be playing for 2 hours, look down, and I'd be like, oh, I need to go to bed. But no. Horizon Zero Dawn is probably one of the best games I've played in a long time. This is all my opinion. Comment sections, calm the fuck down, because I've been getting that a lot here lately. Whenever I open up myself into the public's eyes on my opinion, I get shit on, I get all this, because I don't know what the fuck the Snowman was. If you want to read the comments, everybody's like, the Snowman's a best-selling fucking book and blah blah. I'm like, fuck you. I didn't know what it was, okay? I didn't know what the Snowman was. I thought of a concept of a guy killing people, turning them into snowmen. That's stupid, okay? Fuck you. Alright? Damn. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So this is mine on Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn is one of the most unique fucking stories I've played in a game in a long time. It always caught my attention. It always sucked me in. There were days where I was at work and I was like, I cannot wait to go home and play Horizon. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I can't. Because in my household, there's a lot of times where I can't get sucked into a game. Overwatch, completely different because it's multiplayer. I could just take the headphones off. Yeah, hey, what's up? Oh no, we lost objective B. That's it. That's all it is. There's no consequences. I wanted to get lost in this game so bad. I wanted to feel everything. Like, I wanted to know who Aloy was. I wanted to know her story. I wanted to know about the Nora. I wanted to know about Beyond the Dark Zone. I wanted to know every little detail about that game. That game was probably one of the only games that I actually listened to everything. If they would give you 4 little things to listen to, and one of the 4 things branched off to someone else, like, tell me something about the camp. Who's in the camp? Why did they take the people? Blah, blah, blah. All this stuff. I listened to everything. Every fucking thing. Like, it was just, it caught my attention so fucking easily. Because one, fucking robot dinosaurs that you could shoot with bows and arrows. That's fucking cool right then and there. But not only that, this game came out, I think, a week after my birthday, alright? Like, it was February 28th, February 29th, some crazy shit like that. And I'm February 22nd, I'm 2/22. So yeah, with the game coming out, I wanted to just get lost in it. I wanted to be in Aloy's position. I wanted to fucking make all of her decisions. I did all the heart things where it was like really heartfelt and caring and the good person, because every time I heard Aloy's voice, Ashley Birch, every time I heard her voice, it made me think of a sweet, innocent person that was done wrong and no one would give her the chance to prove herself. So she proved herself by being nice to everybody else when no one was nice to her. So I could definitely feel for that in a lot of ways, is like no one would give you the time of day to talk, because me out on the streets and stuff like that, no one would give me the time of day to talk to me. So I kind of just was like, you know what, I'm gonna prove them wrong. I'm gonna be the good guy. I'm gonna open up the doors for them. I'm gonna fucking be nice to them. I'm gonna ask them if they need any help loading up their car with groceries, if they want me to push their cart back into the store, stuff like that, little itty bitty stuff. A lady went into the movies the other day and I held the door open for her, and it looked like the fucking second coming of fucking Jesus was happening, and she did not expect a big 6'4", 200-something pound man with covered in tattoos would fucking do this to her. You know, like, hey, thank you. You know, she's like, you're a real gentleman and stuff like that. Made me feel good. So definitely helping out, you know, the Nora, even though they turn their back on you, like made me feel for Aloy a whole lot, because she wanted to do right by them and they shunned her pretty much. They're like, we don't want to talk to you. And then here you are, you keep like gaining the ranks, so then become a seeker for the Nora, and the seeker is someone to seeking out truth and seeking out what the real world has, you know, all the stuff, you know. what's the real world like outside of the Nora, the sacred grounds, like the dark grounds and all that shit. You know, finding truth and stuff like that. And then you come across other people that, you know, want your help as well, and you don't know whether you should trust them or not, but you do. And they're like, wow, you know, we didn't expect this out of you and stuff like that. And it was a whole lot of emotion and like a whole lot of story building, and you feel for the characters. There was a couple people here and there where I was just like, fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. You don't fucking tell me what to do, fuck you. And then obviously in the game I was like, yeah, I can do that for you, no problem. And they're like, wow, we completely, you know, thought of this way of you, instead we're thinking this way of you now. And I'm just like, that's right, fuck you. I am, but like, I digress, you know. And then there was one part where this one guy, I helped him, and then he was just like, oh, I didn't know you were an outcast, Nora. And as soon as the mission was over, I fucking killed him because he thought good of me, and I felt good about myself. So I was just like, fuck you, dude. Dead. But I love Horizon. Like, I posted on Instagram, you can actually override Thunderjaws, and I was like, no way you can do that. And I like, that made my day, that I like made the Thunderjaw mine, and I named him Zeus. And me and him, we completely fucked up everything, and it was great. And that game, it literally makes you feel so weak in the beginning, and as you progress you feel like such a badass. It's like Far Cry. You're here in the beginning, and then you go all the way to here, and you're just like, I did something. It makes you feel like you really did something. And I don't know, I just love this game. I love it so much. I got the collector's edition. I have a big giant statue. I'll probably put me like in a weird fucking face holding up my statue like a moron. But this game, it was really good. And these people, they need to keep making games like this, because in today's society we have games right now that are just so bad. Like, not as in terms of like bad as in they're bad, poorly written. There are a lot of poorly written games, and there are a lot of fucking poor adaptations of a game. But in today's society, we are just like 100% microtransaction based. Everything has loot boxes. Like, it's Overwatch with me. If I see a fucking Ferris skin in a loot box, I'm gonna try to fucking get it. Like, I'm gonna try to get that fucking skin. So I mean, I'm a fucking Overwatch trash right now. I am fucking shit. I'll admit to that. But like Destiny with buying silver to unlock emotes, no. Shadow of War to having the loot system where you can get orcs, no. Like, we're so microtransaction based, it's insane. And like, Horizon had none of that. It was just a game. That's all it was. It was a game. It was for your entertainment. The people didn't even want to come out with a sequel. They just wanted to, and that was it. But they sold so many copies and had so many people talking about this. They didn't expect to have DLC. So now so many people want DLC that they're doing a DLC in like November. And it's like $15, and that's really affordable, and really, it's awesome. And they help out people that are like thinking that the game's too difficult, and if you want to just play it for the story mode, you can do that. They have like a very easy mode where you can take like a Thunderjaw out in like 5 seconds, but because you want to enjoy just the story, and you can do that. And for the people that want to like play the game, like they're seriously into this game and they want to be a badass, they add like an extra hard level, like an extra hard mode. So they're helping people out. Like, if you want to play for the story, very easy. If you want a true like test of your skills, do very hard. And it's so well done, and the soundtrack is so goddamn good. Like, I have the soundtrack on my Spotify playlist. I really do. Like, I just kind of like put my headphones in at work and I just fucking listen to it. It's so good. Like, everything in that game is just so fucking good. And then they have this photo mode where you can take pictures of your character. You know, Aloy, obviously. You can take pictures of them in like cool little poses and stuff like that, and like feel like a photographer, you know? God, like, these people, they know how to make games. True games. Not like these fucking fake people that are like, oh, let's do microtransactions and let's do this stupid shit and let's put Black Panther in a fucking DLC behind a goddamn wall. Like, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It's like Ghost Rider's DLC, Black Panther's DLC, all these fucking DLC characters that are actually in the game right now that you gotta pay to unlock, that they're on the disc right now. They're in the trailer, and you gotta do that. Alright? My fucking camera froze up. It's been doing that. I don't know why. But it's like people have been so fucking greedy nowadays. It's ridiculous. It's kind of sad, to be honest. Like, I really hate it that people have stooped this low. Like Injustice 2. Like, it's a DC game where you're supposed to play as DC heroes and DC villains and all this stuff. I don't care that they added Sub-Zero in because I love Sub-Zero. I don't care. If you poke fun of the whole, ha ha ha, we added one Mortal Kombat character in there, that's cool. Alright, because we get it. You're NetherRealm. We understand. Alright? But now they're adding in Raiden, and that pisses me off to no out, because even Aaron triggers me by doing that. It's being lazy on being a game maker. Okay? It is. We understand you make Mortal Kombat, but this is Injustice. Okay? You're supposed to make DC villains and characters and stuff like that. Like fucking Enchantress and Black Mana and fucking Atom Man and all this stuff. You're supposed to make DC people. Okay? Just don't put Mortal Kombat in there because it's lazy. It's copying one move set and just putting it into Injustice. That's all it is. But these people at Horizon, you could tell that they've put the time and the money and the fucking sweat and the tears and all this stuff into this game. Like, I love it. I love this game. Like, I know I'm probably jumping the gun here, but I love this game so much that I've actually considered like naming my daughter Aloy. Sorry, this is just me, alright? Like, that's what I want. Because in my family, we have all A's, alright? All A's. There's Alex, Aaron, Andrew, Angie, mom, Alicia, sister, Alex. We're all A's. My first niece is Aria. We're all A's. Okay, my second niece is a Phoebe, but that's a P. But the firstborn, if I get a daughter and my firstborn daughter is a girl, it's Aloy. That's how much I love this game. Alright, you can call me crazy, you can call me stupid, you can write all your hate comments, I don't care. But this game meant a lot to me. Granted, this game did take me a long time to beat. And I beat it like 2 weeks ago, and I've wanted to make this video to tell you it's worth getting, it's worth buying. If you have your doubts, you have your doubts, it's okay. But it took me a while to beat this game because of my Overwatch addiction, I will say that. But I can sit down and play this and get lost. The scenery, the landscapes, the gameplay, everything is so smooth and so crisp for the PlayStation 4. And this is their crowning jewel since Uncharted, since God of War. Like, PlayStation killed it with this. Plain and simple. It's up there with all the rest of the PlayStation like exclusives that are just monumental, and they're a big hit and they're a big success. So I'm going to leave it at this. Take it with a grain of salt if you want to. It's cool. But my final outlook on Horizon Zero Dawn is very, very memorable, and I love it to no out. Like, I love this game to no end, whatever, however you fucking say that. I'm not good with words. I'm a simple motherfucker that likes to play video games, and that's all it is. But this game is good as fuck. If you have a PlayStation 4, do yourself a fucking favor. Ask someone for Christmas to get this game for you and just get lost like I did. It's worth your time. But that's my video. You guys take care. You guys stay awesome. I'll talk to you very soon.